Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On the option, the pitch. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both of these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Breaks into the open. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer anymore. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never could do that.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Old Dominion! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davidson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Ball is loose. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. I don't know if it was luck or a and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Holba. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Quarterback will keep it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. and the field goal unit is on the field. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Marshall.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want to run this quarterback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On the option, he'll toss it. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wilson to pass. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Using his legs and spring. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Rush is on him. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This is kind of like Vegas and gamble. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive, turning it on. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
It's first down from the 11. Defense in press coverage. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Holba. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Wilson will throw. On the move to his left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working that wide receiver screen. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Brake. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the grab. It's Brake. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Holba. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking deep. Makes a connection. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Monarchs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Quarterback making checks. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Goes to the option. Quick toss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Holbach. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll throw on third and short. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. Breaks. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurd. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give on the option. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Morrison. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Now on the move. Touchdown, Marshall! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback going, running the football. And with that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wilson to pass. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here we go. The offense changing the play. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
What are you looking at?
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Morrison. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Defense wants to bring the heat. Now the toss. Still running at the 40. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you can tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, trailing late here in the 4th quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
Calls his own number. Quarterback's got the first. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 17 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morrison. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's...
There he goes. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
From the red zone, it's Smith. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game, but you turn it over, and there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
Well, they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll take it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good, right down the boulevard. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. He'll bring it out. It's Holba. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run, and that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That will put the wrap on things for